welcome back. So today is Pantry Challenge Day 9. And if you're just joining me, we're doing a Pantry Challenge for the month of January. And what that means, very simply, is I'm cooking anything that's in my fridge, my freezer, or my outside deep freezer, or my pantry, and trying to use up some of the items that we have. So we've done pretty well. Let me show you. If I open up the freezer now, mainly what we have are veggies. I actually got some free veggies today. We only have one meat here, two meats. This is a ham bone, and then some steak. So we've cooked a lot of stuff out of here. We've also pulled quite a bit out of the outside garage freezer. And tonight I pulled out some frozen shrimp, and that's what we're going to have tonight. Now, yesterday I did Pantry Challenge Day 8, and I did some cook-ahead meals. So I made the cabbage steaks wrapped in bacon. We roasted off some sweet potatoes. We did Brussels sprouts and sausage, and I also did a honey mustard chicken legs. And then I pre-packaged lunches for the week, and then the kids and I actually had enough to eat dinner with. So I pulled out some shrimp. If you've been following me as well, you know I'm doing Weight Watchers points. And can I tell y'all, I'm praying, because this one little pound just keep messing with me, keep messing with my life. I go up a pound and down a pound, and up a pound and down a pound. Like, okay, I don't have time for this. But shrimp are 0 points, so I'm going to cook shrimp for everybody tonight. It's shrimp fried rice, but it's going to be Shakima style. I actually did 2 cups of brown rice last night, and we had that left over, and this is a whole package of the raw shrimp that you get from Walmart. They're $5 a bag. So those of you who are doing Weight Watchers points, there are no points in shrimp. There are calories though, because I'm counting points and calories. I'm allotted 1,464 calories a day, and then 32 Weight Watcher points. So I try to stay within my points and not use any extras if I don't have to. And so far, over the last couple weeks that I've been doing Weight Watchers, we get 42 extra points a week, and I've only used 2 of those points. Somehow my counting gets off. And I try to be real diligent about my counting, because I want to do this right. I want to lose the weight and do it the right way and keep it off. But that one little point, keep playing. So, I forgot to get pepper. I'm going to grab some pepper out of my spice basket, and then we're going to get started here. So, I was thinking about this earlier today, and I watch a lot of YouTubers, and they have a lot of recipes just on cards and different things like that. Well, I don't have that simply because I just cook. I very rarely follow a recipe. Somebody says, well, how did you come up with that combination, or how did you put that together? I absolutely have no idea. I don't think I'm very creative. I can't draw. I have no artistic ability, but there are just certain things that I'm good at, and that I think I'm good at, and people affirm me. I have to remember that I changed my kitchen around. People affirm that by eating my food and telling me it's pretty good. I'm not a tester in the middle like, you know, people are graze and taste test. I don't do any of that. So what I did, but I don't cook with recipes. Where I was going with that whole conversation is I don't cook with recipes. I just salt, black peppered, a little onion powder, and a little garlic powder on the shrimp. Just a little bit of spray oil in the pan. No olive oil, anything like that. The thing about the shrimp and the fried rice is you want to have it hot enough so it kind of fries and not steams. So I'm going to cook the shrimp about half, and then you don't want to cook the shrimp too much because you don't want them to overcook. So this should not take a long, long time to cook. I'm going to have my kitchen helper put that in the sink. Thank you much. Okay, so we're just going to cook the shrimp until they get pink. I'm going to turn it down just a smidge because I don't want it to cook too fast. I'll turn it back up in a minute. But over here, this don't look like much, but don't judge a book by the cover. This is the leftover bacon wrapped shrimp that I did. This was the second batch that I did yesterday. I mean, bacon wrapped cabbage that I did. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut the cabbages in little cubes as best as I can. Remember, some of those outside pieces do not like to cook. They just don't play friendly. So sometimes you do have to cut off those end pieces. And get as much of the bacon in there as you can. It's going to be yummy, I promise. You'll just have to try it at your house and let me know if you do try it. So I'm just cutting this up into bite-sized pieces. 3 slices of cooked bacon, whether you fry them, I actually do mine in the oven, are 6 Weight Watchers points. So I've already had 3 slices of bacon today because I had cabbage for lunch. And I had a piece of chicken, which is 2 points because it was dark meat. I had a leg. So I'm just pulling off some of those outside edges that didn't play friendly. And I'm just cutting them into really big chunks. And we're throwing it all in. So I've got cabbage, I've got bacon, I've got the shrimp, I have some fried rice, and I'm going to put some egg whites. I'm only going to do egg whites, not whole eggs, because whole eggs cost me more points than egg whites. 3 egg whites is 1 point, 1 egg is a point. So I'd rather do it that way. And okay, I'm going to actually pull this out of the pan. I'm going to pull this out. My shrimp are only partially done, so not done at all much. And I'm going to do everything else and then put this in at the last, because I don't want them to get overdone. That would not be good. Of course, my kids would still eat it, or they won't eat, but it would not be good. So we hope you're well. We hope you are doing the pantry challenge. Maybe some of you are, some of you may not be. But we found it as a way to really help with our budget. We found it as a way to really try to utilize some of the things that we already have in our pantry. And, you know, I get way too many good deals at the stores I shop at not to cook all the things that I really, really love to eat. So I'm just going to let that liquid kind of cook out of this pan a little. And then I'm going to go in with my rice. So I did 2 cups of brown rice yesterday. I just cooked it ahead. And normally when I cook brown rice, what I try to do is plan out meals that I can use. Now 1 cup of brown rice is going to be 6 points as well. I think I have 23 points left for the day. So I'm actually going to throw in, I should have measured that. We'll call that half a cup. And we'll call this half a cup. So that's 1 cup. Okay. We'll call that 2 cups. 2 cups of rice. And I'll save that for another meal. Probably egg whites, tomorrow's breakfast maybe. And then we'll be done with that. So all I'm doing now, Jackson, will you hand Mommy the soy sauce, please? It's right above your head, Bubba. Is I'm just going to let my rice kind of fry in this. Before, when I was cooking, I would add in a lot of olive oil or even coconut oil or butter. And so I'm taking a lot of that stuff out, and I'm just trying to use, like I said, the spray oil. There's not a lot of fat in that, if any. Just letting food cook in its natural oil. The bacon actually gave the cabbage the fat that it needed to cook. So I didn't have to add anything extra into there. So I'm trying to cut out the extra fats and the extra sugars as best as I can. I'm going to black coffee. But I am going to check into sugar-free, fat-free creamer and see if that has 0 points. I was able to find cashew milk, and cashew milk is 1 point for a whole 8 ounces. Some milks are, you know, chocolate milk is 9 points, but I found sugar-free chocolate syrup with 1 cup of cashew milk and add in some ice, and I can make like a milkshake kind of situation. 0 points. 1 point for the milk. No points for the ice. No points for the chocolate syrup. Okay. So my rice is getting nice and hot. To the rice, I'm going to add in some spinach. I had somebody asked me one time, why do you cook with spinach so much? I like it, and it doesn't have calories, or very few calories. There's 7 calories to a cup of spinach. So I'm okay with 7 calories. I can live with that. You know, and I don't really like iceberg lettuce because it seems to just have a lot of water in it. It's not my favorite. That's probably 3 cups of spinach, maybe a little more. Not real sure. So I got that in. I'm going in with my cabbage and bacon. Cabbage and bacon in. And I always cook with this pan. I love this pan. It was given to me as a housewarming gift. And because I'm an all-in cooker, if I can get everything in one pan, that works for my life. So I love this one. I got to actually probably find another one so I could have 2 of them. Pans should not be by themselves. They should have mates that are not pots. That's all I'm saying. Pans that are not pots. Right, pans that are not pots. I'm going to try that comedy thing later in my life when I get a big girl. Not today, though. Okay. Are any of you cooking today? What are you guys cooking? Hope it's good, whatever it is. Or if you already ate, I hope it was good. Okay. So pretty much now what I'm trying to do is get the spinach to wilt down. I'm going to put a few of my items up. Down, please. Have my entourage is in the kitchen with me. I'm glad my kids like to be in here and hang out with their mom. They're awesome. Okay, Bubba, take this. All done with that. Thank you so much. And then you can dump this, please, as well. Thank you. In the oven, show you what we got going on in the oven. In the oven, I have egg rolls for the kids. I'm going to check the points. I may be able to have one because I have 23 points left. But if I can't have an egg roll because of the point value, then I have a baked potato, a sweet potato. It's a baked sweet potato that is bacon. 425 degrees. The egg rolls are pork egg rolls, and they cook for 20 minutes. So I'm just flipping those over. I had a coupon, so I was able to get that for the kids. But the baked sweet potato will do just fine if that's the only thing I can have. I'm okay with it. Alright. So look at the rice. Even if you didn't add shrimp, this would still be good. I don't know if I'm going to do the soy sauce. I'm going to think about it. Because the bacon has flavor in it. And I did flavor my rice with just some salt and pepper yesterday when I was cooking it, and it smells really, really good. I wish I had like smell-o-vision or something so people could really know that the food does smell amazing. If you don't like shrimp or you have an allergy to seafood, you could chop up some beef. You could do steak or like the fajita steak that's not tough. You could do chicken and anything. You can actually do this with chunks of white fish. Just depends on what you like. You know, I like shrimp, and I was excited that it was no point. Because flounder, even flounder cost me a couple points. So this is really working to flavor the rice. And the spinach has cooked down really nicely. I don't think I'm going to put the soy sauce in because I don't want the sodium content. But what I am going to do is I'm actually going to move the rice over just a smidge. And I'm going to put in the 3 egg whites. I'm going to turn it down just a hair. Bubba, will you take this to the trash can or bring me the trash? Either one. Thank you. Don't lose my spoon. And I'm going to do the 3 egg whites on the side. I don't want to just, oh well, I'm doing 1 whole egg now. There it is. And 3 egg whites. But I didn't want to just put the eggs in on top of the rice because I don't want to coat the rice in eggs. This is not eggs and rice, but it is fried rice. So I do want to just make sure that the eggs get cooked on the side. I have not been saving my egg yolks simply because of the cholesterol content. But I'm thinking I might be able to do something with these. I gotta find something to do so I'm not feeling like I'm being wasteful with the egg yolk. And then we got eggs, Bubba. After that, we're done. Thank you. So I'm simply just gonna try to stir up these eggs. I'm not putting any extra salt or anything there because everything else has been salted. So I'm just stirring that on the side just to get the eggs cooked. And then we'll combine everything. I'm gonna throw the shrimp back in just a minute. And egg whites cook a little different than the whole egg. But I do like the egg whites. So I'm used to them by now. It doesn't bother me. And again, I don't want to coat the rice with eggs, but I do want to have eggs in the fried rice. I'll try to save some and bring you some for tomorrow. I'll try. Okay, so my egg is cooked nicely, and I didn't coat the rice, but I do gotta move it around because I don't want my rice to burn either while I'm trying to cook the egg. So I wanted the egg in whole chunks, and that's exactly what I have. 2 minutes left on the egg roll. I'm gonna throw the shrimp back in, partially cooked, right? None of the liquid, just the shrimp. To the sink. Thank you. And the eggs can go back, and then this can go in the sink as well, Bubba. Thank you. Okay. All right. Everything tastes good. The seasoning is nice. I didn't season anything extra today except the shrimp because I'd already seasoned from yesterday. I could have cooked this in my wok, but I chose to just cook it in this pan because I love this pan, just saying. And then I did opt out of putting the soy sauce in simply because I did not want to have any more of the fat. I mean the salt content. Didn't want any more of the salt. So, let me show you a plate. Turn that back up. I'm wondering why it's not getting hot because my heat is down. I mean, you need to hear the sizzle. Okay. All right, let me show you a plate where I'd plate this for myself. Remember doing the Weight Watchers points, I'm using a little small plate, and I'm totally fine with that. I'm going to pull the egg rolls out for the kids. I don't think my baked potato is done, but I can actually throw it into the microwave if I need to. All right. So I'm going to pull this out. Maybe I'll make one of the kids' plates. Yes, for that. All right. So the plate for one of my kids, probably Jack. This is what it would look like. Why do I keep dropping stuff? Because I'm supposed to eat them. Okay. So that's probably half a cup, 1 cup, 1 liberal cup. You would have 1 egg roll, and then of course they could have their sauce if they wanted it. Go with their egg roll, and that is what we're having for dinner. Shrimp fried rice with cabbage, bacon, spinach, and a pork egg roll. So thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. I hope you're doing the challenge. Come on, y'all. Do the challenge. Just get creative in your kitchen. This is the most creative I am ever when I'm in my kitchen. So I hope you're doing the challenge. Thank you so much for stopping by, and we'll see you next time. Bye.